Hey, how's it going, guys? So I'm here with Ryan Foley. Ryan Foley, last weekend on Sunday, he got first place at League Challenge in Chatsworth. That's at Always Gaming. He was playing Pink, actually. Me and him have been bouncing ideas off of each other for a couple of weeks now of Pink. So yeah, because Pink, we think Pink is actually really good for this format, and he actually proved us right because he took first place at Elite Challenge. So we're gonna get into his deck and see what he was playing.
Okay, so the first thing I play, obviously for setup, we got Hoopa, 2 Shamans, play 3 Xerneas with the Geomancy ability. I like the 2-2 split on the regular Gardevoir EX. I found it to be useful for the extra 20 damage on possibly picking off a Shaman or whatever, or potentially 2-shotting something with the Fighting Fury belt. I like the Shining Wind ability on this guy. The weakness thing doesn't really come into play, but the 100 damage and not discarding the energy does prove to be useful.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up that topic since it does have, since it does get rid of the weakness when you do the Shining Wind. Did you face any metal while you were playing at the League Challenge?
No. It was a very small League Challenge. It was only 3 rounds, so it's not anything to brag about. But first place is first. That's it. So I also played a 2-2 split on the Brilliant Arrow and the Despair Ray because I know my locals and what they've been playing. I was anticipating there would be some kind of psychic there, but this is my bread and butter. Basically, one-shots just about everything. And yeah, I also play 1 Oranguru. I initially played this at regionals, and I was playing 3 Shaman EXs, but I found that putting an experience share on here, whoops, I got an experience share in there, is good, and you could also swing for potentially 100 to 120 if need be, but over the course of the game you will get the same result as a Shaman.
Cool. I see that you're playing the Oranguru. Did you ever get any knockouts with it? You know, since it does have the potential of hitting for 60 plus 20 for every energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon?
I didn't, but the threat was there and it was available. I got into a position where he was going to swing on one of my Mega Gardevoirs for the knockout, but I had a benched Xerneas with 3 and a benched Oranguru with 3 energies, and I still had enough. He wouldn't have been able to win the prize exchange because I could have came up, swung 120, came up, swung 100, done deal.
Perfect. And is that your whole Pokemon lineup?
That's it.
Okay, so
done deal. So the next thing that we have is 4 Sycamores, obviously, 2 Lysanders, 2 Ents, 4 Ultra Balls. This was the spicy part of the deck. I like 4 Max Elixirs. I initially had 2 Mega Turbos, but I found that it became too clunky at the end of the day, so I decided to drop them. I was running a 3-2 split, and I just went straight for a 4 consistency. So getting 1 or 2 of these with 1 of these proved to be
very
enough.
useful.
Yeah, plus adding your manual attachment. Obviously 4 Via Seekers. I have 2 Escape Ropes, just in case it's a pseudo Lysander. Get that stuff out of the position. 1 Super Rod. Sometimes that's super clutch, getting if you discard anything, obviously. 2 experience shares. Keeping that energy on board was super important. 4 Gardevoir Spirit Links. And 4 Fairy Gardens. So yeah, it really came into play with the Fairy Gardens, getting a Max Elixir onto the bench, attached to the active if it was a Gardevoir, retreat it back into Xerneas, start dumping energy piling. And at the end of the day, I have 12 Psychic or Fairy energies.
perfect.
So it's pretty cut and dry.
Cool. And then I see that you're running the 4 max elixirs. Like, did you ever not have consistency with hitting a target or have something on the bench that you wanted to attach to?
Early game, it will tend to hit a little more often, but as the late game comes about, they kind of die off if you do a couple of geomancies. But on the other hand, if you get into a position where you have a couple energies in your discard, and then you super rod them back in, and then you have those max elixirs just in case you need to hurry up and power up a Gardevoir. Say a Gardevoir's been out there for a turn, Spirit Link, you do max elixir, pop it down, manual attachment, and then we got 110, discard any of the garbage Pokemon like Shaman and Hoopa.
Cool. It sounds real solid. It sounds like that it's playing consistency enough where it is performing where it needs to be. So moving forward, I know that right now we're at Fire and Dice for a winner box. Are you gonna modify your deck in any way, or do you feel confident enough that this build that you have right now is the way to go?
I was tinkering around with dropping the Hoopa, but I don't think so. I was dropping the Hoopa, adding an N, but I just don't think there's a space. I initially played with 11 energies, so dropping these 2 could leave me some space, but consistency is key, really, at the end of the day.
Right.
And I don't want to bog it down with too much bull crap.
Yeah, cool. And we know that you're a high promoter of Professor Birch. Not just kidding. Very anti-Birch. Do you feel that if you were playing Birch, that it would help you out with not having to discard some of your more needed resources for the later game?
My problem, I love the idea, but my problem personally is I'm a horrible heads flipper. I'm always going to be stuck with 4 cards in hand, and even though a Rangaroo is good in clutch situations, I don't think relying on a Rangaroo for just 1 is going to be enough for me.
Right.
Maybe for other players, it would work out, but not for me.
Cool, perfect. Well, thank you so much, Ryan, for showing us your deck and representing the San Fernando Valley.
Yeah.
But yeah, what is the next big event that we're gonna see you at?
Just local league cups. There's going to be a league cup out there, Northridge, maybe Glendale, maybe Bakersfield, maybe Westminster. I really would like to see myself getting to either Oregon or Utah, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying?
Cool, perfect. And I'm sure wherever you go, I'm pretty sure you're gonna do great and get a top place up there.
Probably not, but hey. Trying is lying. Do or do not.
Exactly. All right. Well, that's it for now, guys. I want to thank Ryan so much for showing us his deck. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and always play good games. Talk to you guys later.